this is our realtor presentation. So the big components that I want to share here is that if you're trying to be able to change the mentality of a realtor, it's the same principles I shared with the habits earlier. You need to be able to use new information to change their perspective. If you invite them into a mission with you, you're going to have so much more success than just, let me help you make more money. When you show that in a 2-day pre-approval process, a 30-day close, a 45-day shopping, and a 30-year loan commitment, when you sum up all those numbers, 99.3% of all that time is left on the client's shoulders alone with untrained resources of how to be able to manage and leverage this debt appropriately for their future. So as a realtor, I know that you're looking for resources that help you change from vendor to partner. And so I'm not coming to you trying to tell you that I do the transaction better than everyone else. I do it better than most, but I want to be able to show you something different so that we can do business better than everyone else. And that's going to come in the place of helping you convert more clients through a TCA in many different facets. It's going to come through the place of making your clients be understanding what they're getting and why they're getting it. It's also going to come through this means of having a structured recipe that you as a chef in your business know you can rely on so you can cook up these transactions in the right way without having to do everybody else's job in the process, right? But more importantly, not only do we want to help you do the transaction well and convert business well, we want to be able to help you manage your data like a billionaire, right? We've all been trained on how to manage our data like a realtor. Let me get their anniversary, their favorite team. Let me get all this stuff. But how do you manage your data like Facebook and Twitter? How do you help predict activity so that you can be the resource for the consumer? Well, in the partnership that we have available for our selected people, right? Not just those who were being used as vendors, but people we want to partner and invest into each other's business with. Here's what happens. The basic resources are, we have a client success manager that we do our post-closing call. We talk about what needs to be understood up front, what the next 3, 6, 12 months are going to look like, what financial annual reviews are going to look like. We also create inception-based materials that send them out total cost analysis that show them, how do I buy a second home? How do I leverage my equity? Stuff that provokes them to thinking so that through that thinking, they remember us and we have intelligent conversations of opportunity again. We do equity analysis plans where we just review. What can you do with your equity? You just had a buttload created in the last 2 years, right? I just got an alert from Sales Boomerang showing me that there's a massive amount of equity. Let's call them, see what's going on, and see what life events might be happening that we can help them leverage and liberate the capital in their home so they can have an even more comfortable and successful life. Now, I know I got 2 more minutes. So the other resources we talk about, and this is something that Dave has coined so well, being the captain of the wealth team. Showing the consumer that they do need something bigger. It's called a family office, right? The ultra wealthy have a family office where their consultants manage their money. The layman should have that too. So as we help you year after year, helping you have resources with CPAs, estate planning attorneys, financial advisors is crucial. But Brett, as a real estate agent, right, we also want to be able to put other hooks in. And so our other level 1, it's going to be all these resources, past client events, corporate offerings, lunch and learns, but we're also going to be providing you a co-branded home digest where you're going to be able to see the activity the client's having through a HomeBot tool and be able to call them based on the data that they know they're interacting with, yet they don't know you're reading on the back end. But to even get more big brother and more billionaire status, our level 2 is something called Sales Boomerang. This is specifically only something available to loan professionals because of certain regulations around credit. But this is what's going to happen, Brett. We're going to be alerted when the equity is in the right position so that we can identify if they're at a potential sell, if we could take off MI and champion how good of resources you and I have been together both for them, if we can see them do any other options with that equity. But, and this is kind of my favorite part here, Brett, we're going to be able to do significant life events, right? So if your clients are getting a divorce, if there's a birth, if there's a death, we're able to engage with them and help them manage what those next steps look like, whether it's a preparation or it's a solution. We credit monitor, so when the scores get to where we need them to be, we help you know when somebody else is listed with somebody else so that we can identify why and if we can help them together on the purchase side, right? There's some other resources we'll give as well, Brett, with other tools, but that is one of my favorite ones that we get to in this process. So with that said, when we help you manage data like a billionaire, here's how you connect clients with us. Here's Well, I should stop. Here's how you connect clients with us. We go through all that, and then from there we debrief. And this is, Brett, where I would ask you, what questions, comments do you have? Do you want to partner more together? What next meetings do you think would be best to have with you and your team? Should we do psychology of sales, social media strategies, better advice client scenarios, or are you ready to take that extra partner step and do some meetings around being able to bring your data in and have us manage it like a billionaire so that you and I can be more successful, but even more importantly, our clients can reach a level of success they never even dreamed of possible?